Welcome you all to today's online class. Before I start, hear this poem. जो जीवन की धूल चाट कर बड़ा हुआ है, तूफानों से लड़ा और फिर खड़ा हुआ है, जिसने सोने को खोदा और लोहा मोड़ा है, वह जन मारे नहीं मरेगा, नहीं मरेगा, नहीं मरेगा. This poem means those who have grown up in the mud and those who have fought the cyclones and those who have bent gold and iron metal is very hard. He will never die, never die, never die. That means he who has overcome all the hazards, if he is tasted or he has tasted the mud. So children, Dhool is having such a power. The mud is so powerful. If you are in the contact with mud, you can bear anything. So next lesson is on Dhool. The title of the lesson is Dhool. Written by Ram Vilas Sharma, a noted Hindi poet. It is an essay by him, and he has used many literary words. So let us see how important is Dhool. I'll read first and then I'll explain it. All of you listen carefully. Dhool means the mud. In this lesson, let us see what all things are being explained related to Dhool or the mud. हिंदी कविता की सबसे सुंदर पंक्तियों में से एक है, यह है, जिसके कारण धूली भरे हीरे कहलाए. हीरे के प्रेमी तो शायद उसे साफ सुथरा खरीदा हुआ, सुडौल और चिकना बनाया हुआ. दैट इज खरीदा हुआ इज सुडौल और चिकना बनाया हुआ, आंखों में चकाचौंध पैदा करता हुआ देखना पसंद करेंगे. दिस paragraph example is given. First they are starting with the quote from the poem. The sentence, जिसके कारण धूली भरे हीरे कहलाए. See, where is Hira? Hira means the diamond. From where we are getting the Hira? We are getting Hira from the mud. We dig the mud and then only we are taking the Hira. To take the Hira, what they are doing? They are cleaning it properly and then we take it. So this is an example given related to Dhool. So it is said that Dhool we don't like, mud we don't like. So but if we are getting Hira or diamond from the mud, that we like, we are ready to clean the mud. So that is when said, जिसके कारण धूली भरे हीरे कहलाए. So this is a quote, like if the anyone is full of mud, one's body is full of mud, and it for small children they are said like धूली भरे हीरे कहलाए. So that small children are the example of that, giving example of diamond. So diamond is very precious, and they are taking the precious things from the mud. So that time they are ready to clean the mud, otherwise no. This is a quote taken from the poem. So इस कविता में, हिंदी कविता की सबसे सुंदर पंक्तियों में से एक है, यह एक है. So this is the most interesting and most beautiful lines of the Hindi poem. हीरे के प्रेमी तो शायद उसे साफ सुथरा खरीदा हुआ आंखों में चकाचौंध पैदा करता हुआ देखना पसंद करेंगे. So the people who want to buy the Hira, what they are interested in? They are interested in to buy it clean. Full of mud they don't like, so they don't buy. No one is selling the diamond dipped in mud. So when they are taking the diamond from the mud, they will clean it. So हीरे के प्रेमी तो शायद उसे साफ सुथरा खरीदा हुआ आंखों में चकाचौंध पैदा करता हुआ देखना पसंद करते हैं. So it is said that the one who want to buy the diamond, they like to see Hira very bright, very sparkling, and they like it to be very beautiful. So otherwise they don't buy. Okay. Next line. परंतु हीरे से भी कीमती जिस नयन तारे का जिक्र इस पंक्ति में किया गया है, वह धूली भरा ही अच्छा लगता है. जिसका बचपन गांव के गलियारे की धूल में बीता हो, वह इस धूल के बिना किसी शिशु की कल्पना कर ही नहीं सकता. नयन तारे means आंखों के तारे. The small children are being given the example of nayan tare, so they are the apple of the eye. धूली भरा ही अच्छा लगता है. So धूली means mud. बचपन means childhood time. गांव के गलियारे means the streets of the गांव, the village. Then धूल के बिना किसी शिशु की कल्पना भी नहीं. So a child, when we are saying a small baby, the baby is dipped in mud. We cannot see a baby without dipped in mud, because babies always like to play in the mud, and they are full dipped in mud. So परंतु हीरे से भी कीमती जिस नयन तारे का जिक्र इस पंक्ति में किया गया है, वह धूली भरा ही अच्छा लगता है. Earlier I said that the diamond is being compared to a baby or a child. So here the writer says that हीरे से भी कीमती, the child is more precious than the diamond. इस पंक्ति में किया गया है, the child is being mentioned here. वह धूली भरा ही अच्छा लगता है. We like them dipped in mud. That means परंतु हीरे से भी कीमती जिस नयन तारे का जिक्र इस पंक्ति में किया गया है, वह धूली भरा ही अच्छा लगता है. Here it is not mentioned about the child, but we understand that it is mentioned a child. So a child is always good, or we all like to see a child dipped in mud, and the child is more precious than the diamond. Nayantara is the apple of the eye or आंखों का तारे. जिसका बचपन गांव के गलियारे की धूल में बीता हो. We all are spending our time in the streets of the village. Those who are living in the village, we always play in the mud, and we always are dipped in mud when we are small. So same way it is said that जिसका बचपन गांव के गलियारे के धूल में बीता हो, वह इस धूल के बिना किसी शिशु की कल्पना कर ही नहीं सकता. So whoever is staying in the village areas, and those whose young life is spent in the streets of the village that is full of mud, cannot expect a child without dhool or without mud, because we always think of the child full dipped in mud. We all are same. When we are child, we all play in the mud and we are full of mud. And no one expect a child not dipped in mud. It is not always clean. Even if a mother gave a bath to the child and put on new dress and everything, but still when the child is going out, or when the child is on the floor, it will go out, it will drag to the mud, and body will be full mud, and again mother has to change the dress. So here it is said that we cannot expect a child without dipped in mud. And those who were living in the streets of the village, or played in the streets of the village, they always expect that the child will be in full of dip. They understand, because they were playing there, and so the child also will be playing, and it will be dipped in mud. फूल के ऊपर जो रेणु उसका श्रृंगार बनाती है, वही धूल शिशु के मुंह पर उसकी सहज पार्थिवता को निखार देती है. See in the picture, you can see the child is playing in the mud, and the flower that you see is dipped in full of mud, and the child is also playing with mud, and it is also dipped in mud. So फूल के ऊपर जो रेणु here is the धूल or the mud, उसका श्रृंगार बनाती है. श्रृंगार means सजावट या सुंदरता, और in beauty. फूल के ऊपर रेणु उसका श्रृंगार बनाती है. The धूल or the mud on the flowers is the beauty of it, and make the mud on the flower make the flower beauty. Its beauty will not go even if it is full of mud. वही धूल शिशु के मुंह पर उसकी सहज पार्थिवता का निखार देती है. पार्थिवता इस मिट्टी से संबंधित, या इट इज रिलेटेड टू मड. Wahi dhul, the dhul which is on the flower. When that mud comes to the the baby's face, that dhul will make the child's beauty more. See, फूल के ऊपर जो रेणु उसका श्रृंगार बनाती है, वही धूल शिशु के मुंह पर उसकी सहज पार्थिवता को निखार देती है. The mud which make the flower beautiful, and the same mud when it is on the face of the child is also beautiful, or it makes the child's face more beautiful. Okay. अभिजात वर्ग ने प्रसाधन सामग्री में बड़े बड़े आविष्कार किए, लेकिन बाल कृष्ण के मुंह पर छाई हुई वास्तविक गोधूलि की तुलना में वह सभी सामग्री क्या धूल नहीं हो गई है. अभिजात वर्ग is the कुलीन वर्ग or the high caste people. प्रसाधन सामग्री means श्रृंगार की सामग्री या the makeup things. आविष्कार means discovery. Balkrishna is the Krishna. गोधूलि means शाम के समय जंगल में लौटते हुए गायों के खुर से उड़ती धूल. खुर means the legs, and in the cow's leg you have seen that the black color, that thing, no, foot, leg, four limbs and back leg, the cow is having a black color, that thing, that is called khur. Sham ke samay, this evening time, when the cows in the morning when the cows go for grazing, and after grazing it will come, all the cows will be coming back. So when they are coming back, when they are fast coming back to their houses, that time the dhool will be more, means the dust will be coming up, and that is called goduli. So when the cows are walking back home, from their foot or from their legs, the mud will be coming up, raising up when they move fast. So that thing is called the goduli. कि तुलना वह सामग्री क्या धूल नहीं हो गई. अभिजात वर्ग ने प्रसाधन सामग्री में बड़े बड़े आविष्कार किए हैं. The high class people have discovered many things. What they have discovered, to the makeup set and everything, they have discovered. That means the high class people, they do the makeup and all in their faces and all, and they come out. लेकिन श्री कृष्ण के मुंह पर छाई हुई वास्तविक गोधूलि की तुलना में वह सभी सामग्री क्या धूल नहीं हो गई है. Sri Krishna, Lord Krishna, always play in the mud, and he was going for the look after the cows, and that when the cows come back home, Sri Krishna also is coming. So when this mud is raising up, when the dust is raising up, and Sri Krishna is full of mud, dipped full of mud. And that time Sri Krishna is looking very handsome or beautiful. So here it is said that the makeup set which they have introduced, or which they have the high class people have invented, and they use all the makeup things, but Sri Krishna's beauty dipped in the mud is more than that one. In front of Sri Krishna's beauty, other thing is mud, like mud. सामग्री धूल नहीं हो गई है. See, it is, their beauty is just like mud. हमारी सभ्यता इस धूल के संसर्ग से बचना चाहती है. वह आसमान में अपना घर बनाना चाहती है. इसलिए शिशु भोलानाथ से कहते हैं, धूल में मत खेलो. भोलानाथ के संसर्ग से उसके नकली सलमे सितारे धुंधले पड़ जाएंगे. संसर्ग मीन्स संपर्क या इन कांटेक्ट. धुंधला मीन्स फीका होना या फेड अवे. Bholanath is God. Here it is Sri Krishna. Bholanath is Shiv Shankar. हमारी सभ्यता इस धूल के संसर्ग में से बचना चाहती है. सभ्यता means culture. See, now our culture is how the people, how are they? They always want to go away from this mud. No one like the dust should be on their hands or their legs. Mud means that after rain it will be muddy, that dirt and all. So no one like to stamp on it. Even I don't like. So it is said that हमारी सभ्यता इस धूल के संसर्ग से बचना चाहती है. बचना चाहती है means always want to escape or to save themselves from the mud. They will try to save themselves, not to stamp on the mud. वह आसमान में अपना घर बनाना चाहते हैं. What people like? People always like to construct building in the sky. Why? Because they don't like the mud. When they construct the houses and all, not even a single mud thing will be there, which will place will be there where mud will be there. All will be tiles and all, so that mud won't come. The same way, it is said that the people want to make the house on the sky. इसलिए शिशु भोलेनाथ से कहते हैं, धूल में मत खेलो. The Shishu is compared to the God, Bholanath, or the Krishna or Shankar. So the child is said not to play. They all I will tell to the child, or we will speak to the child. No, don't go to the mud. We all say. Mothers will say to their babies or child, don't go out and play, you will be full of mud. इसलिए शिशु भोलेनाथ से कहती हैं, धूल में मत खेलो. That's why mothers are asking their child not to go and play in the mud. भोलेनाथ के संसर्ग से उसके नकली सलमे सितारे धुंधले पड़ जाएंगे. The child who is dipped in full of mud, It is more beautiful. And the mud will be very dull, other than that one. When the dust is on the face and body of the child, the dust will look more beautiful than the mud in the plain land or the floor. Mud looks beautiful on the face, on the body of the child, than it's on the floor. जिसने लिखा था धन्य धन्य वे हैं नर मैले जो करता गात कन्या लगाए दूरी ऐसे लरिकान की, उसने भी मानो धूल भरे हीरों का महत्व कम करने से कुछ उठा न रखा था. These sentences are very tough. It is literature. The lines here mentioned by the writer is tough. He always writes like this. The writer Ram Vilas Sharma, he used more literature in his works, so that's why he gives more examples from other works. So the sentence धन्य धन्य वे हैं नर मैले जो करत गात कनिया लगाए दूरी ऐसे लरिकन की. It is been taken from one of other work. So here let us see what it means. जिसने लिखा था, someone has written this one, that धन्य धन्य वे हैं नर मैले जो करत घात कनिया लगाए दूरी ऐसे लरिकन की. Larican means बच्चे, धूली means धूल, that means the child full of mud. Kaniya means the lap, to take the boy in the or child on their one's lap. धन्य है वे पुरुष, धन्य है वे पुरुष जो इस मैल से भरे हुए बच्चों को हाथ में उठाते हैं या गोद में उठाते हैं. That is the meaning of in Hindi. It is been said that the man who is lifting the child full of mud is great. धूल से सदी हुई बच्चों को जो मर्द उठाते हैं या जो आदमी उठाते हैं, गोद में उठाते हैं, वे धन्य हैं. They are great, those men who takes the child dipped in mud. उसने भी मानो धूल भरे हीरों का महत्व कम करने में कुछ उठा ना रखा था. See, earlier we saw that the hira, that the original diamond taken from the mud. The diamond is separated by cleaning the mud. But here the diamond is compared to the child, or the child is compared to the diamond, where it is said that when the child is lifted, when the child who is full of mud is been lifted, the child is like a hira or diamond. A child has the value of the hira. उसने भी मानो धूल भरे हीरों का महत्व कम करने में कुछ उठा न रखा था. So the child is being lifted up by the parent or anyone, and the child is valued or is precious like diamond. They think, they feel to be diamond, the child to be diamond, because they are lifting the child dipped in mud. They don't clean, but they take the child as it is when they are playing in the ground. Those people are very great, and they know the value of the child or the Hira. Here Hira is the child. So they know the value of the Hira. They will lift the child as it is, as they are playing in the mud or dipped in the mud. धन्य धन्य में ही उसने बड़प्पन को विज्ञापित किया, फिर मैले शब्द से अपनी हीन भावना भी व्यंजित कर दी। अंत में ऐसे लरिकन कहकर उसे भेद बुद्धि का परिचय भी दे दिया। धन्य धन्य means great. Badappan means the greatness only. It is good like that. It is said. Badappan. Mela means dirt. Heen bhavna means hatred or the filthy feeling which it is come. Vyanjit means prakat karna, to expose. Lerican means ladke. Parichay means to introduce. धन्य धन्य में ही उसने बड़प्पन को विज्ञापित किया, फिर मैले शब्द से अपनी हीन भावना भी व्यंजित कर दिया, प्रकट कर दिया. The person who is saying or who is having a heen bhavna, that is, who is having a hatred towards the mud, the person is, how the person will be? The person is not interested in the original Hira. That original Hira is where? The original Hira is the child dipped in mud. So sometimes he may be giving the advertisement that this is good and that is great, and saying a lot thing about the mud. But when he shows hatredness or shows or feels that mud is filthy, then his character or his behavior is not good, because he is in the back of the original diamond and not the diamond who is playing in the mud. वह हीरों का प्रेमी है, धूली भरे हीरों का नहीं. As I said, the person who is not interested in the child dipped in the mud, or who go away, or who is feeling filthiness towards the mud, that man is going behind the original diamond, not the diamond here in the village. Here who is the Hira? Here the child is the Hira, who is dipped full in mud. So those people who go behind the that kind of hira, that is the hira that is the diamond that is coming out from the mud they take after washing it. So that kind of people go behind that one. Here, if the child is dipped in the mud, and if a person is coming and want to take him up or lift him up, before he lifts him up, he will make a clean bath, or he will give a clean bath to the child. So those kind of people is not good. They are going behind the original hira. They don't know the value of this hira. That is, they think that the other one is the original hira, but the original hira lies here. The child who is dipped in mud. शिशु भोलेनाथ के संसर्ग तो मैले जो करत गात की नौबत आई, अखाड़े की मिट्टी से सनी हुई देह से तो कहीं उबकाई ही आने लगे. See, for such kind of people, another example is been given here. शिशु भोलेनाथ के संसर्ग तो मैले जो करत गात की नौबत आई, अखाड़े की मिट्टी से सनी हुई देह से तो कहीं उपकाई ही आने लगे. So the people who is not interested to take the child dipped in mud, or the one who is not who don't like the mud, they also will not like the person who is playing in the akhada. Akhada means where the wrestling is being done, or kushti. See in the picture, there the man is sitting there, and they are he is putting mud on his body. He is a wrestler, and for wrestling that is needed. And they will be full of oily, and when they are oily, when mud is on them, what will happen? It will be sticking on his body. So here Shishu Bholenath ke sansarg mein to the people who don't who are not interested to take the child dipped in mud, for them, if they are seeing this one, that is the akhade ki mitti se sani hui deh, they will be not interested to see the body of the wrestler whose body is full of mud and oil, and they will feel vomiting. When these people see this man, these wrestlers, they feel vomiting. Ukkai ana means ulti ana, or they feel vomiting. जो बचपन में धूल से खेला है, वह जवानी में अखाड़े की मिट्टी में सनने से कैसे वंचित रह सकता है, रहता है तो उसका दुर्भाग्य है और क्या. See, the person who is playing in the mud in his childhood, from his childhood, if the man or girl is playing with the mud, when they grow up also, they will like to be in the mud, or they would like to put the mud on all over the body. So, though बचपन में धूल से खेला है, the person who is playing in the mud in the childhood time, वह जवानी में अखाड़े की मिट्टी में सनने से कैसे वंचित रह सकता है. They can't say no to the akhade, the wrestling mud. So they will be ready to play, do the wrestling in the mud, where it will be full of mud and the body will be full muddy. The one who is playing in the mud from the childhood days, he will never hesitate. Once it means hesitate to play in the wrestling field. Akhada means wrestling field. रहता है तो उसका दुर्भाग्य है. So if he is hesitating or if he is not going, it is his bad luck. The child who is playing in the mud from his childhood time, and when he grow up, and if he is hesitating to play in the wrestling field or wrestling mud, it is his bad luck. Okay. यह साधारण धूल नहीं है, वरन तेल और मट्टे से सिंचाई हुई वह मिट्टी है जिसे देवता पर चढ़ाया जाता है. यह साधारण धूल नहीं है. This is not a simple mud. Then how it is? बल्कि means but तेल और मट्टे से सिंचाई हुई वह मिट्टी है जिसे देवता पर चढ़ाया जाता है. See the wrestling mud, how it is full of oily and muddy. So body will be full oil and the mud will be there, and that mud is offered to the God. जिसे देवता पर चढ़ाया जाता है means it is offered to God. संसार में ऐसा सुख दुर्लभ है, पसीने से थर बदन मिट्टी ऐसे फिसलती है जैसे आदमी कुआं खोदकर निकला हो, उसकी मांसपेशियां फूल उठती है, आराम से वह हरा होता है, अखाड़े में निद्वंद चारों खाने चित लेटकर अपने को विश्व विजयी लगाता है. See here it is said how the people in the akhada or in the mud, when they do the wrestling, that time how they look. So संसार में ऐसा सुख दुर्लभ है. We will not get such happiness when we see the akhada people in mud. Some people like, but some, it is already said in the previous paragraph that the people who hate the mud or who don't like the mud, they feel vomiting. So but seeing this sight is the happiest moment of one's life. The people who likes mud. How it is? See, पसीने से तर बदन पर मिट्टी ऐसे फिसलती है जैसे आदमी कुआं खोद कर निकला हो. It looks as if a person is coming out after digging the well. And how his body will be? पसीने से तर बदन पर मिट्टी ऐसे फिसलती है. In the wrestling ground, the body of the wrestler will be full of oil and mud and sweat. It will be like greasy. It looks same as a man who is coming out of the well after digging the well. So when the person inside the well, he is also full of mud and water, everything will be there, and he with sweat, mud and water, it looks very stingy. So same way this man in the akhada or this man in the wrestling ground will be looking the same, full of mud, oily, greasy type body with mud. उसकी मांसपेशियां फूल उठती है, आराम से वह हारा होता है, अखाड़े में निद्वंद चारों खाने चित लेटकर अपने को विश्व विजयी लगाता है. It is a very hard task for the wrestler. He fights a lot. So it is said that उसकी मांसपेशियां फूल उठती है. His muscles and all will raise up. आराम से वह हरा होता है. There is no आराम, there is no rest. He is trying harder and harder. अखाड़े में निद्वंद चारों खाने चित लेटकर अपने को विश्व विजयी बन लगाता है. You might have seen the wrestling, the competition, how it is going on. The body and the man will be lying down and he will be trying very hard to win and defeat the opponent. So चारों खाने चित लेट कर अपने को विश्व विजयी लगाता है. He will be trying harder and harder to be victorious or to win over the other one. मिट्टी उसके शरीर को बनाती है क्योंकि शरीर भी तो मिट्टी का ही बना हुआ है. A beautiful sentence is said here. मिट्टी उसके शरीर को बनाती है क्योंकि मिट्टी भी तो मिट्टी शरीर भी तो मिट्टी का ही बना होता है. मिट्टी उसके शरीर को बनाती है. The body is made of what? Mud. The wrestler's body is full of mud. So and with muscles and all. So मिट्टी उसकी शरीर को बनाती है. Mud is making his body. क्योंकि शरीर भी तो मिट्टी का ही बना होता है. As the body is also made out of mud. मिट्टी उसके शरीर को बनाती है क्योंकि शरीर भी तो मिट्टी का ही बना होता है. Here the wrestler's body is made out of what? मिट्टी. And मिट्टी उसके शरीर को बनाती है. The mud makes his body and the body is actually made out of mud. You may be knowing the epic that how man was created. Man was created by the mud. That's why it is said that body is made out of mud. Here in the akhada, mitti is making the body. The mud is making the man's body. His body itself is made out of mitti. Okay. So we learned this much, that how the dhool is, and if we play in the dhool, how we will become, and how beauty. Here in this paragraph he is picturizing how beauty is the dhool, combining the Bholenath or the God, and depicts the beauty of God. So for now, this much only. We will meet in the next class. Until then, bye.